Ladies and gentlemen, get down the fiddle, get down the bow, take off your shoes and throw them on the floor. We stopping in Louisiana on our way to Texas this week. We're gonna do some hog killing with my good friends, the Andersons, and we're bringing the whole Campbell crew. Should be fun. Let me guess, white devil. Let's just do it. We got all week. We're gonna spear us a hog.
This is gonna be way more difficult than I think maybe even we're ready for. We'll see how it goes.
This young, pretty buck steps out. So I tell Kate to kill him, and we're gonna kill some hogs with something. And all of a sudden, I hear something walk up on the dam. Colton hits him with that red light, boy.
What just happened? Oh, big hog down, baby.
Colton was like, I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a clean pair of shorts.
That was creepy, man.
I don't know if y'all have ever seen a hippopotamus do a front flip, but that's what he looked like on that pond day.
Well, I'm mean as gravel, I'm poor as dirt, and I like things better the way they were. Well, I'm strong in the head, but I get things done. I spend too much money to have a little fun. Come on. I ain't changing, I'm a stubborn man. So can you love me like I am? Can you love me, baby, like I am? Yeah.
Well, Bucky's, get your gas pumps ready because the Campbell family is coming to Texas this week. And we're going to be traveling not only to Texas, but we're going to stop off to see my good friend Ryan Busbus down in Louisiana. There's hopefully going to be a lot of firsts on this trip because Cade, my son, is looking to get revenge from his last Texas trip. While we stop off in Louisiana, he's looking to get his first ever buck with a rifle, a crossbow, or whatever, hand grenade, doesn't matter to Cade. Also, our president of sales and marketing, Danny Reed, is flying into town for a couple nights in Louisiana to try to get his first kill. You know, we were looking forward to relaxing as a family down here at Allah for a couple days. You know, the kids were going to get to experience some really cool stuff. I knew we were going to see a lot of good deer. So besides Ryan having an amazing deer hunting property, he's also got a pretty sweet pond right beside the house. We had a minute before we had to get in the deer stand, so it's time to hit the pond.
There you go. Pretty good.
Oh, look at the size of this thing.
Oh, pretty good one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, maybe a little bigger.
Look at the size of that thing. You have never seen a brim that big, have you?
The brim the kids were pulling out of this pond were the size of truck rims. Well, it's time to put the fishing rod down and pick up the rifle and the barnet and get out there in the deer stand. The first little while at Allah was slow, man. It was hot and just deer weren't moving that good. So me and Cade decided we were gonna hunt together tonight, and we were taking the Red Arrow Weapons 300 Blackout along with the Barnett crossbow. And maybe he's young enough to barely remember how spoiled rotten of a hunt it was.
A couple of does out there right now. Ryan was nice enough to invite Cade to come out and shoot a buck. Wasn't that cool, Ryan? What do you say to Ryan? Look at him right there in case he's watching TV. He said, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, Cade's gonna try to get his first buck tonight, but he's got the new Barnett Hyper Raptor. But we're pretty excited. The thing's super accurate and crazy fast. Hopefully a good one will walk out, we'll see. He said there's a couple good ones in here, so maybe they'll come out and feed tonight, this food plot.
It didn't take long. Deer started filling up in the food plot, and down the way past this box blind is a couple of hammers that come out. So we were hoping that these big bucks were gonna make their way down to us, but wouldn't you know it, this young, pretty buck steps out. So I tell Cade to kill him. I was gonna ask for forgiveness instead of permission because I felt like in my heart that Ryan wouldn't have cared if Cade shot that for his first deer. It would have been an awesome buck for anybody's first deer. Cade has the safety off. He's putting tension on the trigger, and this buck gets a little spooky. When that happens, I took it as a sign. I was like, nah, let's just not shoot him, because I knew he was too young. So Cade, bless his heart, man, he puts his safety back on. He kind of had a little bit of, are you kidding me, Dad? So Ryan and I talked about it afterwards. We said, absolutely, man. We need to do rules of engagement prior to actually stepping out in the field. And for a 7-year-old, for his first buck, yeah, we should have shot that deer 100%. But we got the rules established for next year, so we're coming back. And hopefully Cade will have already killed a couple of bucks by then. But next year, if Cade hasn't yet, I have a good feeling that we're going to kill our first buck at Allah. When something's unnatural, you can just tell. That's why I use full-range hanging systems to give all my mounts that natural look, like God intended. I'll have the spaghetti and meatballs. Not the balls. I'll have, take a check, please.
SKB cases protect all your hunting gear.
And they're also good for splitting firewood. Olympic training!
What about a little taekwondo?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, how about we taekwondo don't?
I've been going down for years to the Andersons to see my good buddy Daniel and his family, and they have got a pile of hogs. I was really looking forward to this leg of the trip because we were going to bow hunt, which I always love to do. I get to take my kids hunting, but also my man Tim Wells hooked me up with some of his spears, and I'm gonna attempt for the second time to spear a hog.
Ready to chum some spots, baby.
Yeah, right there, right there, right there.
Chum them up and try to bow hunt them, or?
That little platform's your spear spot right there, son. We're here the first day. We're gonna chum up some spots. We're gonna hang some stands. We're gonna get out this evening, and we're gonna be spear hunting, hopefully for the first time with some high probability of getting something under the stand. There was another really cool spot down in the swamp that we baited up. The hogs are all over the place. We might get lucky and just have one of them run up on the corn pile that we just put there. And now, if you've never held one of these spears in your hand, Tim is onto something. I tell you what, man, I love Tim's voice. He gets me fired up. He's up the tree like, these gazelles don't suspect anything as they walk to their death. I ready my spear. My heart beats faster. Theirs will soon stop. And you're like, yeah! Get him, Tim! God, you gotta love that, man. You gotta love some Schlockmeister, baby. Him and on Nuge, man. They don't make them like that. No mo. After we baited these spear spots, I was like, you know what? Hogs are all over the place. Let's just spear hunt tonight. Let's just do it. We got all week. We're gonna spear us a hog. Man, I can't even describe how jacked up and fired up I was to be in that stand with the spear. It's just something about it. The hogs started sounding off in the woods, and I was getting fired up because although it wasn't an established bait site, they come out under that tree just naturally every night, it seemed like. So these hogs start sounding like they're gonna work their way out, but what they do is they head down the field and they pop out about 200 or 300 yards away.
Well, so far our spear hunting luck is holding true to the first 2 times we tried it. It hadn't been too good. We had about, Lord, it had to be 30 or more hogs come out down here, 300 yards away or something. We stink. We tried to rub cedar on ourselves, but they got down there. I'm assuming they smelled us because they ran out. And they ran right back in the woods. But hogs pile out in this field almost every evening, so we'll see. This is gonna be way more difficult than I think maybe even we're ready for. We'll see how it goes.
Sorry, Tim. Hope I didn't let you down, man. I'm not giving up yet. I need to get me a good setup, and then I'm gonna throw a spear through something. We're not having any luck coaxing any hogs into our stand tonight, but in the back field, my son has a Red Arrow weapon in his hand, and his Uncle Lucas is filming. We set them up in a spot, trimmed a little hole out of the woods, and they got some hogs coming.
Oh, they're coming back. Oh, there's a couple more big ones that you could smoke, man.
It never fails, man. The one tree I didn't cut down is what kept Cade from killing these hogs. Well, me and Cade struck out, him with the rifle and me with the spear, but something good about Texas camp is you're always going to eat good, especially with the Andersons. So we're grilling up the backstraps, we're having a big time, and we're also making some plans on getting into the swampy pond where we saw all those hog wallers the day before and brushing in a blind so that we can kill one of these things with a bow before we get out of here. Go to RedArrowTV.com to check out all our Red Arrow gear. Whether you're a patriot, a rocker, or you want to get to know some federal agents, check out all our Red Arrow gear at RedArrowTV.com. Red Arrow weapons, now I got a 350 Legend, baby. You guys run out and check it out, man. Order yours today. This is the one right here, baby. I had set a Spartan trail camera out in this one swampy little pond, and it is absolutely tore up with sign. This spot was gonna be the spot that I was gonna wanna build a ground blind for some bow hunting. And also, I wanna set up a spear stand just in case we get the wind right to do that. Run away out of this weapon. I'll just throw it up and blam. Just if they try to get at it. Yeah, just beat that very spot. And we're gonna kill some hogs with something. If I got to pull the trigger, let an arrow fly, or if I get to chuck a spear, we're gonna kill a hog. On the Spartan, we had a group of hogs run in here right when we were coming down the road to get in here. So a group of hogs ran in here and they watered and then they ran off. I don't know if they smelled where we walked in there. I got a pair of boots that probably needs to be retired. They're kind of smelly. Hopefully they'll come either water, waller, or find the bait and give us a shot with the Hoyt. But brought the spear and the raw 300 blackout just in case. So we'll see what happens. So we had set out a bunch of different Antler King products, slung it all over the swamp. We were just hoping to draw these hogs out in the daylight. And it did not take long, and here they came. Us. I had to shoot when she turned. Watch her. It hit her back, but it was quartering away. They were spooking on where we walked. And she whirled. I should have let her a little bit. I wasn't trying to rush you, but oh no, you weren't rushing. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. Did you hear me say the one facing us? Yeah. Okay. That happened quick. She tried to get away, man. Oh, we built her little fort blind. Nothing like a good old-fashioned cedar blind.
boys and girls. Now, I'd have let those hogs settle in and do their thing, but they had other plans. See, we walked in there a lot, and the hogs have an amazing sense of smell, and these old stinky boots just left too much human scent over there. 3 of us. And yeah, there's 3 of us walking around in there just setting up the spot. And we were planning on letting the spot cool off for a couple days and chumming it up. We better get back on it, but here's the deal. We had some hogs come in. They smelled where we were walking. They turned to skedaddle. And that last one was gonna run off, and I put one in her. Right as she turned to run, I was quartering away, hit her in the last rib. It should have come out somewhat pretty good. Leg meat blew right through her. Or excuse me, dead meat blew right through her. We broke ice down in Texas on the hogs.
This hog whirls to go, and I hit her quartering away. It drove up into that offside shoulder, and I knew she was smoked with that dead meat. Night is falling, and we're starting to hear some rumbling of hog sounds in the swamp. And all of a sudden, I hear something walk up on the dam. It kind of sounded like a Clydesdale horse. So I keep night vision in my pack when I'm hog hunting, and I pull it out, and I'm looking at this pond dam, trying to get it focused. And sure enough, where I heard the hoof beats, a giant hog steps into view. And it was a scramble to make a plan to, all right, Colton, we're gonna hit him with the red light. When you hit him with the red light, I'm gonna tattoo him, man. And you know, you just got a split second, really, because when they get hit with that light, you don't know how they're gonna react. He might turn, go the other way, he might sprint, he might freeze, you never know. So you gotta be ready for anything. So I'm looking in the night vision and putting it down, and now I'm ready. Colton hits him with that red light, boy.
Dumped him. I don't know. I had to watch the light, but I was following it, trying to. Are you recording? Oh yeah, it's recording right now.
This sucker was a monster, man. And did you see that front flip he executed? That was a 10 out of 10 in my book.
We're packing up. Giant hog comes up on the dam. Colton cuts on the red light. Just the hog takes off running. I had to make a running shot. We're gonna make sure he's down. Come on, let's go. Holy cow. All them nerds on the internet. 300 blackout's too small of a caliber to kill a big hog. Really? There's one right there.
Where the bow kill hog ran, we could hear other hogs, and we didn't want to get up in there and bust them up because we wanted to hunt the spot again. So we decided just to recover the big hog and come back for the smaller hog in the morning. So I'm sitting there talking about how cool the hunt was, and this sucker looks like he wakes up.
I had to make a running shot on him with the 300 blackout. Oh, shoot.
Don't worry, Bleeding Hearts. He's very much dead. Those were just his nerve endings firing, and it made him do something. But it made a believer out of Colton. Colton was like, I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a clean pair of shorts.
That was creepy, man. He's like...
Yep, man, Colton got 2 for flinching on that hog. He got one over on us after he was dead.
He's wide. Super wide.
His ears are huge. Yeah, they're humongous. His ears are huge.
He's an elephant hog.
I've never seen ears like that.
He's an elephant hog.
I don't know if y'all have ever seen a hippopotamus do a front flip, but that's what he looked like on that pond. It was something else, man. Not to disrespect you, sir, but when I shot him in the ear hole, he did a nose dive, and his face went in the ground, and his butt hung in the air for like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then he went down. It was pretty funny.
Well, me and my family enjoyed the hunt this week. We hope y'all got a kick out of it, and we'll be back next year. We're going to kill a lot more hogs. We're going to bring a lot more ordnance, more spears, more night vision, better equipment, better setups. We're going to keep improving the hog killing. You know, this was a little bit of a slow trip for us. We usually kill about 4 or 5 the first day, 2 or 3 the next day, 5 or 6 the next day. We still had a good time, man. That's what bow hunting and especially spear hunting, I'm finding out, is like sometimes. But I'm going to tell you what, you're not going to want to miss next week on the show because we're going to blow it up. And I'm not talking about the Porta-John after you go to the Waffle House. I'm talking about we're going to blow something up for real. So we're gonna blow it up literally and figuratively. Slockmaster, I won't let you down. I'm gonna stick some hogs and a whole bunch of other critters with my spear this year. You can count on that. I can crap in a box and mark it guaranteed if you want. I got extra time.